Live from BBC Radio 1, it's time to make another celebrity wet. Once again, it's time for Innuendo Bingo to partner Strictly Come Dancing in Strictly Come Bingo. Taking to the floor this afternoon are the handsome Tim Wonnacott, the stunning Natalie Lowe, and the short, pathetic Chris Stark. Now, please welcome your host, Mr. Scott Mills.
Thank you. Cameras are on. Have a look at us at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Chris is wearing his Vote Scott tuxedo shirt again.
Cheers, guys. But
looks smart, but it's just a T-shirt.
I'm not going to do it for another week if it's that kind of intro. I thought last time we agreed that was a bit rude.
I don't write the intros.
It seems to be changing every week. It's getting worse.
Okay, guys, so the rules are just put a lot of water in your mouth. If the innuendo is funny, then obviously it will spray out. Don't bother about the bin, it's just for show. Make sure it's over each other. Here we go. Go on, Natalie, take a sip. Take a sip. Now, first we go to a very popular BBC TV show called Bargain Hunt, and here's presenter Tim Wonnacott, who's got a quaint statuette he wants us to have a look at. Although, Tim, did you have to point out this little detail?
This is a rustic gardener. That's why he's hanging on to a hoe.
Small spurts all around there. And we've all got a hoe in the garden, haven't we? If not, then your mum and dad probably have.
Hanging on to a hoe.
OK, now we've got another daytime TV institution. We're going to Tuesday's Countdown, and showbiz reporter Richard Arnold is here in Dictionary Corner. We've all got your water in your mouths? Mm-hmm. Now, Richard always loves being around celebrities, but there's one person in particular who gets him really excited.
I think one of the extraordinary acting talents is this Leonardo DiCaprio, and I think you interviewed him for Wolf of Wall Street?
Wolf of Wall Street, yes.
Is he going to be...
What a charmer. Do you know, he's 40 next month. So when I met him on the red carpet, I visibly stiffened.
OK. And we're off. OK.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Well held, Tim.
Well held, Tim. Thank you, Stephen Huddersfield, for spotting that one. And thank you, Richard Arnold.
So when I met him on the red carpet, I visibly stiffened.
OK. Water, please.
You can change water. You managed to get quite a lot of water in, Tim. Yep. Massive mouth.
He's got a massive mouth. Here we go. And next, we're going over to the golf. Ready, everybody? Here we go.
Ken Brown used to soak his balls in
I've not heard that for a while.
Come on. I'm sorry, Natalie. OK, let's try and get through this one.
Sorry.
It's nice and warm.
Again.
That's an old one.
Ken Brown used to soak his balls in hot water for a good hour before playing cold weather.
And now a recent...
funnier the second time round.
Now a recent favourite from Good Morning Britain, and former Home Secretary William Hague is talking to John Stapleton. Water, please. Now, mid-interview here, I think something has suddenly caught John's eye.
It is something that people will have to decide at the general election in May.
You've got a big job on.
Absolutely, as you do.
Have you got... Are you right there, Tim?
Only William Hague, eh?
Can you hit him, please?
Yep, I'll go for him next.
Natalie, are you OK, Natalie? Are you a bit wet?
I beg your pardon?
Are you a bit wet?
Next question.
You've got a big job on.
Absolutely, as usual.
William Hague there, as usual. OK.
Oh, wow.
Now we're going over to this week's Stars at Your Service on Channel 4. Please watch this if you're not already on the Radio 1 website. Stars at Your Service, and Molly and Vanessa from the Saturdays have been at the Gherkin collecting donations from city workers. Now, I know bankers get a lot of flack these days, but it sounds like Molly has been receiving very generously.
I'll go down to Vanessa and be like, oh gosh, my bucket is so full.
Ridiculous.
Thank you.
Don't hold it back, love. OK, go for it.
Thank you, Marvin, Jane
Yes,
and
Tim.
Cara,
Oh, okay.
who emailed that one to us.
Gosh, my bucket is so full.
Thank you, Molly. And water, please.
Oh.
Where's that waiter? Is the butler
I
here?
could do with a top-up myself.
Can you get you'll notice, because it's Strictly Come Bingo, it's a bit of class. So, can you take some water in your mouth there, please? You'll notice that this is a fine semi-on.
Thank you.
There we are. Enjoy that. Very well poured there.
Thank you.
Enjoy the semi-on.
Thank you, Butler.
Wow.
Okay, and now it's time. Now it's time to cross to Gardener's World. And the Scott Mills Show's favourite ever plant name. Ready? Here we go.
Evergreen shrubs that come from the forests of China and Southeast Asia make useful ground cover in the garden. The evergreen Sarcococca hookeriana will tolerate dry shade.
This is a good one today. That's an actual plant, everybody.
Sarcococca hookeriana.
Hookrianal?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
And now another show that that you may have heard of, Tim. In fact, I think you may have had a lot to do with it. Is Antiques Road Trip.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Water in your mouths, please.
We know all about that.
Now, in this episode, it's Anne Widdicombe hunting down some bargains. We join Anne as she's come across an old trunk. But I really can't imagine the look on Anne's face when she found out what they used to keep in the trunk. You ready? Here we go.
Oh, no, that's a heck of a trunk, Anne. Isn't that amazing? Look at that.
Yeah.
That really is top quality, isn't it?
That extraordinary.
Gorgeous and a worthy antique.
What's a travelling chest? It's probably for seamen or something.
Hope not.
Yes, Natalie.
Yes, Natalie, straight in the face there.
You're ganging up on me now.
That was a good one.
Horrid.
That was a good one.
All water seems to be now on Tim. And thank you to Ben, the media planner, for sending that one in there.
What's a travelling chest? It's probably for seamen or something.
Now, a quick trip to the Great British Bake Off marquee for Paul and Mary's masterclasses. Water, please.
I can't handle this for much longer.
And these two do seem to be getting along quite well these days. Paul and Mary, here we go, as you're about to hear.
I'll take a slice here.
And you know that I always like the end.
I know, I'm giving you that.
Oh.
Oh, no.
What happened there?
She just sort of went over herself a little bit.
Oh, Natalie, you've made a mess of yourself.
It looks broken.
And you know that I always like the end.
I know, I'm giving you that.
Now we're going over to the studios of BBC Radio 2.
Is this session over yet?
Not yet, sorry, Natalie, not long now.
Oh, dear.
Radio 2.
No more backwash.
Steve Wright is on the air on Radio 2. Now, I worry that Steve has left the microphones on and getting up to something that he shouldn't have done, and maybe should have turned the microphone off. Here we go. Ready, everyone? Chris, Natalie, Tim, here we go.
That was a bit early, wasn't it?
I don't know what's going on.
That music was on. Tim's just looking at me like, whoa.
Okay.
I didn't get the innuendo with that.
No, there wasn't any. It was just a man humming weirdly.
Just warfare.
Here we go.
Right.
Water, let's get through this.
That was me doing Enya.
Oh, Steve.
He does that face every day in rehearsal.
Oh, marvellous. It's Saint-Emilion. All right.
Do you like the semi-on?
Oh, I think it's just marvellous, isn't it?
Yeah. It's tasty, isn't it? Okay, more water, please.
I don't drink this much water in rehearsals.
Water. Here you go. Chris?
Yep.
That was me doing Enya. Impersonating her.
What is he singing?
Okay, here we go. Two more. Water, please.
Right.
Come on, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. Katie Jo heard that happen. Thank you for your email. She was as puzzled as the rest of us. Just time for one last clip from TV's Tim Wonnacott now.
We all right?
Water.
Right, one more. Let's do this.
Now we're going back to Bargain Hunt for a story about an Edwardian gent who had a very strange way of learning how the world works.
This lovely manor in Gloucestershire was home to the collector Charles Paget Wade. As a boy, his grandmother would let him peek into her Chinese cabinet.
Peek into her what?
Exactly. We need to... Can we hear it again, please? Let's try and get through the whole thing.
Okay.
Chris? You're peeking too early, Chris. Here we go.
This lovely manor in Gloucestershire was home to the collector Charles Paget Wade. As a boy, his grandmother would let him peek into her Chinese cabinet.
Right, who's wettest?
I remember it very well, that.
Well, you would.
His grandmother would let him peek into her Chinese cabinet.
Right, who's wettest? Brilliant. Natalie, Tim or Chris?
I'd say maybe Tim. Natalie's quite wet, though.
Yeah. And that was today's Strictly Come Bingo.
Scores, please, Wales.
I'm saying that was a 7.
7.
I'm holding it up now just because that's the only paddle I've got, but it's 7, yeah. Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Natalie. We'll see you at the weekend, or certainly I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. That was epic.